grand final, your best way to do that is to accrue points. Let's see which teams can set themselves up on the path to victory as we head to our casters for the penultimate match. It is Matchroom and Cameron Davis.
Two more games to go, Cam. We go, and we just had a one and done coming out from Na'Vi. Think we might be able to see another one?
For GEX?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I'm trying to be hopeful, dude. Come on. GEX, let's go.
I mean, it's okay, so it's possible. GEX are looking a lot better than this roster, I think expectations were for them. Definitely better than any previous rosters that the GEX organization have fielded. But they've had a couple of good moments. Individual plays have happened previously, especially if you look at the bottom 16. But then you remind yourself that that's the bottom 16. That is a little bit of a different snapshot of this lobby. But again, like, it's only one game, totally new lobby every single time. So maybe if they are able to either get multiple shifts in their favor, or handle crazy field shifts like Na'Vi just did very, very well, then maybe. But honestly, they're kind of low on my list of probable winners from this match, if I'm being honest.
I'm just trying to give them a little bit of gas. They're a fun team to watch. They sometimes do the Burr Rum thing, but other times can be pretty passive. The downside, as we've talked about several times with this game, is how I had faith, Capitan. I was hoping. But passivity in this game can lead to ruin. I mean, we've talked about it plenty of times. The circle is going to go to the southeast. If you're not forcing people to react to you, then you just essentially get not connecting enough to make it problematic. Nixie, gonna go ahead and spot out another rotation. This is gonna be Ghibli jumping out. He has to retreat away from this one. He was taking shots at one, and suddenly there's a million in there. Pio's just gonna go down as he gets run over by Esther. Sonic's still just trying to hold this one up. Gen G making a massive push into their compound, and look at that mini map already. There are teams all over this.
Oh, Mime dropping down makes it very confusing for Gen G. A little bit of disconnected push. But now Gen G are eliminated. Tiggleton, massive play, massive defense, because Sonics, all four are still there, but they're isolated in two separate duos, which can be very chaotic if they allow too many teams to get right under them in the way that building and right in front of them they're looking at right now is clear. They can find a point of safety, but there are a couple other teams in the north that are doing similar things. Oh, Ghibli, Nixie,
one,
gets one,
two,
he gets two,
goes
he gets
for
three.
three, looks back over, almost gets the fourth. That was so close. Spear comes in and saves his squad.
Oh my God. I don't know what they were expecting, but absolutely was not that O and H. When he was able to line that one up, that would have been a bit of a lucky throw, I think, because I'm not exactly sure what the angles are. Xanon right here. It's going to be GEX trying to hold Pero out. Good grenade to counter out. Xavier forced to fall away, and a little bit of an angle held. But still, no knocks on O. Xenon can bank this perfectly onto Mamu. Could be good. It looks strong, but I think it just falls away. And then Mamu's going to counter out with a molly of his own that pushes Xenon back. And this could be the opening for Petrichor Road to get inside the zone. Potentially up against the wall here. And Yonli going down. That's it. This is the opening.
Right. See how Petrichor opts into playing this one. Got to be very, very careful with it. They know the fact that they have to be cautious with every step that they're taking forward. Petrichor trying to navigate, running through this one. GEX already has 2 members down, but it's going to be Petrichor with 3, still just trying to make this push. Right up above them, you can see that. Oh, another push coming in. This is going to be DraftKings with a shotgun, instantly closing the door and saying, nope, I want nothing to do with what's happening inside of that situation. On that. Now, popping back over with VP, trying to make their push where Ghibli is going to be at. Petrichor is going to get a little bit of vision, but they're going to lose one of their members, as well as Mile and Ming's trying to make the push into it, trying to see if maybe they can get the res. If that bought enough time, but still 38 alive in this circle camp.
Grimsy's going to get revived by Mime, but Mime now being distracted by the healing, by the support, could give an opportunity for another team to sneak in from the east side if they weren't all busy fighting each other. GEX taking a lot of damage, Virtus Pro taking a lot of damage, Ghibli still holding the line, Ghibli still with 4 up on the edge, and HS now shotgun in hand. We've seen how powerful these things can be, but he's the only one remaining for New Happy as Virtus Pro go down.
There's more smoke going on right now here than any Snoop Dogg party you could ever possibly imagine. So much vision has already been denied, and that's making it to where a lot of these fights are getting much messier than a lot of these teams want them to be. Last member up for GX is trying to find some angle to work with. Faultlessly does manage to get down Show. With the new circle popped the way that it is, it's going to be beneficial for a lot of teams that have already been playing around the soccer/football field. I'll do a little bit of a hype in there for you, Cam, but Unique now starting to get a little bit better of a position. Have to be cautious, as I think that Ghibli is eyeing flanking in back behind him with Lambu's positioning.
Ooh, Remba's grenade. Got a little bit of a lineup. Does it bounce properly? Not far enough, but it makes Faultlessly aware that he's got some trouble. And HS with a great shotgun blast into DraftKings' face.
They're just popping into random shotgun fights all over the place. Tickleton does take down HS, so New Happy is eliminated. Looks like Ghibli is going for that flank, trying to get the fight into what's going on. KPI trying to get the res onto DraftKings, as it looks like TSM is going to be coming back behind them. Not a lot of opportunity for it, but Sulzin does manage to take down and flush out Penta. With this, DraftKings goes down yet again. And Sulzin, all right, trying to fend it up. Oh, that was just a quick pump right around the corner. Shotgun's going to be king for quite a while in this.
And now the flashes from Ghibli because they want to push. They want to take Unique out because they need to push through them to get into the circle. It is phase 8. Everything is going down into the center. We still have 25 players alive. Still 9 teams, but a grenade from Game Home, third partying into this, is going to make Unique's hold even harder. Only 2 of them remain.
I mean, Ghibli knows the fact that they've got to try to finish this one out pretty quickly. So with this, they know the fact that they're going to have to walk around a potential blind corner, a doozy. Dante holding it on the other side of it. Ghibli looks like they're going for the push. Dante goes for the wrong side of it. Doesn't get enough off of it. Neither does a doozy. So now Ghibli getting a little bit of comfort to have Lambu go down, but might have the time to get the res onto him. We have about another 18 seconds before everything finally closes in. We have a moment before everything starts to condense down into that center point. And lo and behold, it is going to be a solo number of 17. Pretty close to it.
He's at the dead center, basically. The closest thing to it, as he said. Let's see if he can hold on to it because we still have the entire squad of Sonics available. We still have a strong Petrichor Road. We still have a strong SSG, and that's only on the east side. We're looking at Game Home to the south, Ghibli on the west, and then a couple of snakes. That could ruin anyone's day, anyone's
It's such
game.
a good spot, too. He can hide out there and absolutely demolish somebody. Oh, Ghibli! Spear narrowly dodges out that grenade as it lands right at his feet. Game Home, seeing if maybe they can mimic exactly what Ghibli tried to do a second ago. This is a hard defendable point. Game Home knows that. You can see it's going to be the grenade starting to come in, and Ghibli goes down faster than we saw their push coming into it. Petrichor now making a push into the areas right next to Sonic. Still got 2 of their members up. SSG coming in back behind them. Shotgun out. Mamu seeing if maybe he can connect into this one, but instead, doesn't really have to worry about it. Space Station Gaming opts in going up the steps instead, and that kind of saved their life.
Yeah, really good play using the smoke, avoiding the fight. They're going to get to the roof, and they're going to try and make a play from here. They're going to have so much information, and they could even just play Assassin's Creed style, jumping from building to building with the vault feature.
Okay.
Get right on top of Sonics. Roth is going first.
I love it, Space Station Gaming. This is the way you take control over a game. Use the momentum. Make everybody play around you. SSG starting to lob out the nades. Have an idea on where a couple of members are. Now they just have to listen to firefights, and they're going to have so much vision in what's happening around them. 17 Gaming's last member, though, you can see a little bit nervous as he can hear what's going on, as there are 3 teams in the building back behind him.
Sonics need to clear out the last member. Oh, spotted. Shotgun duel back and forth. A little bit of damage, but no, not just yet. The flash is going to allow him to push on in. And he faces off more members than he was expecting as Minx drops H-Win. Shrimzy is waiting for Minx to push through for the kill. And now Xiao Bei is making a stand here on the roof, but he is now giving his information away.
Space Station Gaming aware of where he's at now. Sonic's looking like they're wanting to go for the push into this one. We are going to see 17 Gaming get eliminated finally as Roth's going to spot it out. Trims the rest of Sonics. Very scared on how they're going to want to run into this. H1 did have a Molotov that was dropped on top of him. Looks like they're just going to opt into leading away from. But do they know? Do they know that Space Station Gaming is on top of them? If Sonics goes and tries to leave this, you can just see SSG drop nades on everything below them and just kill everybody. And they're on no effort. Game Home starting to make the run into it. Oldest with the high ground does have vision as it goes forward. And now we're just going to start to see everything being dropped right up on top of Game Home. Sonics in a similar position. Don't forget back, there's a Petrichor Road member there as well. And Space Station Gaming up in a very sneaky spot. Up on top of this, they're just shooting fish in a barrel. They don't even have to worry about it. They're just spraying down. They are just massacring everybody for free. They made it look easy.
Anime protagonists hanging out on the top of a telephone pole. I have never seen a player win like that. This is looking. How do you play? What? This is the wrong battle royale for verticality to win you the very ending of the game. Great movement by SSG on those final few steps.
Holy,
put so many teams in contention
holy
into
shit,
those
I'm
last
just
few
dumbfounded.
moments.
I am dumbfounded by the way that they played that SSG with next level 200, maybe like 5,000 IQ strategies that they're coming in off that. They managed to get on top of a building, perfectly played, perfectly safe, and then find a secondary position that nobody is expecting. Toffees, man, oh man, have a field day with this one.
Was it Spider-Man? Was it Superman? Was it a power worker? Who knows? We know it was SSG and Rot up on the hill, the rooftop to the power lines. No one even looked up there once the circle closed. SSG comes away with an astronomical win. And Jordan, they did it in style.
Yeah, look, that was something else, wasn't it? I feel fantastic for SSG. They've been having a pretty good day so far. They haven't been able to get the win, but to do it in that fashion, I've got to say, that might be the finish of the tournament so far. That was just something else. We were sitting here, all three of us, just watching, having a good time, and we were wondering, like, what are they doing going up the top of this building? Is this a bit of a troll? They're not even inside of the zone, and then we're thinking, oh, hang on, there's a roof they can jump to, and then you look further forward, you're wondering, okay, what are they going to do now that Sonics has to come out of the building? Obviously, they're going to have to come off the top of the building at the same time, and you're thinking, okay, maybe the Molotovs are going to save them, drop them on the floor, cause a bit of a problem for Sonics, but ultimately, the big brain play, the 200 IQ Galaxy Brain jump across to the power pole, which I didn't even know was possible. We were asking, we were sort of discussing whether it even has a collision box. Like, does it have a hitbox that you can stand on? And the answer is yes. Now, whether they knew that or they just gambled on it at that point in time, I don't know. But geez, that was a sick finish from Space Station Gaming. To be fair, though, Game Home and Sonics, they're probably both pretty disappointed with how that's played out. Game Home for the fact that they did just get a little bit wrecked by Xiao Bei up on that high ground, taking out one of their players. And Sonics, they had a fairly central position inside of that circle for such a long time. But to be fair, what are you going to do, right? Space Station Gaming just coming up too good.
At the end of the day, I've been wondering why